I used to think that if I had met all the goals that I wanted to meet by like October, then that's it. I'm done. I'm kind of burnt out. But January would come. I would have to find that energy all over again until I got burnt out all over again. And it was just this cycle of foolishness. But I finally figured out how to use the last few months of the year to lock in, even if just enough to not lose momentum. And in this video, I am going to share with you my 10 very simple habits to show up for myself no matter the time of year, which helped me to finally become the woman of my dreams. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing that no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. So let's get right into it. Stop making it all or nothing. I am usually a bit of an all or nothing girly, and it used to make it really hard for me to start or to feel good about myself doing things that I wasn't sure that I could do at 100%. But I've noticed I have seen the most change when I redefined all in to mean consistently showing up for myself, consistently doing something, even if it wasn't at 100%. Often we get to the end of the year and we lose focus, we stop locking in because a lot of us are programmed the exact same way. In fact, most people do not reach their goals no matter what time of year it is because of that mindset. We hit it hard, we push ourselves to the max, and then we burn out, and then we have to reinvigorate ourselves to do that thing all over again. And it's a recipe for not ever getting quite where we're trying to go. At the end of the year, we're already feeling kind of over it. We don't want to feel limited during the holiday season, and then that all or nothing mindset stops us from making actually any progress. But now, maybe even more than any other time of the year, it's really important to let go of that all or nothing mindset and to think about consistency and progress over perfection. And I want to say that there is never a perfect time to do whatever the thing is that we want to do, because there are always going to be distractions. The right time is when you decide that you want change, recognizing and accepting that the journey is not going to be perfect or linear, but you're still committed to it and focused on it anyway. Be honest with yourself about where you are and exactly what you need. Right now, at the end of the year, you might be feeling excited and productive. Or like I mentioned, you might be feeling a bit tired and a bit burnt out, and you're just kind of ready to shut things down. Maybe you're thinking how you don't want to feel restricted. I get it. I am right there with you. I believe I'm feeling a mix of all of those things, actually leaning more heavily toward the tired and burnt out and ready to shut down over the excited and productive. Typically, the end of the year is just kind of busy. And I used to feel like if I tried to stay focused on my goals, or if I was trying to do something new, then it meant that I could not actually rest and slow down like I felt like I was needing to. Basically, I felt like I had to choose one or the other. And so I would choose the rest. Again, this is me being a very type A, black and white type of person. But it hit me that what I was needing was to not have to push so hard, to be able to slow down a bit, to enjoy the holiday season, to actually make the cookies and eat them when I wanted to. My exact need was slowing down and enjoying the holiday season. But I also knew that it was important to me to stay on top of my goals, to stay on top of my healthy habits, and to not lose focus. So how do we do both? By recognizing that we can enjoy and do everything in moderation. Moderation in my fun, but then also moderation in my goals and the things that I'm trying to accomplish. So for health and fitness example, if I know that I am going to be eating out or going to a party on Friday night, then all the days leading up to those few days leading up to that, I am still staying on top of my plan. I enjoy that party for what it is. And then Saturday morning when I get up, I am back to being on top of my plan. But what I don't do is say, all right, well, since I messed up, then I'm just going to have to wait again till Monday. No. Or say I'm working on something that I want to do for my own career and personal goals. I figure out how to structure my schedule in a way where it allows me time to focus on my business and the things that I want to do, and also time to be able to relax. We will never get to any balance with our lives if we don't get creative with making the productive and the fun coexist and get along with each other. Find a purposeful routine that works for you. Now, the key to this is purposeful. We all have routines. Routines are just the things that we do on a regular and a consistent basis. So for example, your routine could be to wake up 10 minutes before you have to go to work and have to rush, then eat all of your meals out, DoorDash dinner when you get home, then doom scroll until you lay down in the bed, and then you watch TV until 2 in the morning. Then you get up and do that same thing all over again. That's a routine. But is that purposeful and adding value to your life? Purposeful routines are vital because they help us to stay on track. When we don't have a purposeful routine or a system of purposeful routines, we end up just wasting time. Now, it does not mean that our routine has to look the exact same way every single day in order to be purposeful, but it does mean that on a very regular basis, we have time built into our schedules, built into our days to do the things that we say are important to us. My end of the year routine doesn't look the same as my beginning or the middle of the year routine. Where I may normally wake up around 5 or 5:30, as we get toward the end of the year, that may be pushed to more around 6:30, even 7 o'clock. Where I typically may work out as soon as I wake up, that may end up getting pushed to a different point of the day. Where during the year, I may not have as much chill time, which I'm actually working on that. I am building in more of that during the end of the year. I am looking at my week and making sure that I have time for the things that are my priorities. My big priorities, they never change. I am still working on my faith, my fitness, and freedom. If you are a part of the end of the year show up challenge, you already know exactly what that is. If you aren't, I will link the video below that goes into all of that, and I would love for you to join. It's totally free. Those priorities are still the same, but I have added priorities of getting rest, having more buffer time in my schedule, and enjoying the holiday season and whatever that actually looks like for me. It's adjusted for this time of year, but it still helps me to be consistent and stay on top of the goals that I want to accomplish. If you need help on setting a routine, I will link a couple of videos below that go exactly into that and how to structure your schedule based off of your time, what your day looks like. Check in with yourself. While you're doing all of the things that I just mentioned, you also want to evaluate how you're doing. When we do not evaluate where we are or how we're doing, it's really easy to find that we're off track. But when we check in with ourselves on a regular basis, we may get off track, but it doesn't allow us to be able to stay off track because we can quickly identify it and then correct course. This could be through daily journaling or using my end of the year show up guide. It could be something that you are doing on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. You can do it while you are taking a walk or having a lunch break. However it works for you, the point is to just do it. Stay on your self-care. Winter, we are all covered up and it is easy to be like, well, ain't nobody gonna see it anyway. Don't, because at the very least, you will see it. And babe, watching yourself be crusty, it is not the vibe. Just because these areas are not exposed does not mean that you can let them go. Whenever we let aspects of ourselves go, we do not feel our best and it negatively affects our moods. Also, you eventually have to pay for it. Enjoy all of the treats, but in moderation so that you don't gain 10 pounds of fat that you have to lose over the holiday. Get your pedicures, shave, do your skincare, all of that. You will not need a full-on makeover to glow up in March if you stay on top of the things now. Find things to look forward to. A lot of times people fall into bad habits and even get sad and low during the winter months and during the holiday season because they're so focused on the things that they lack rather than finding new things to enjoy and new things to look forward to. And I get it. It can be hard, especially if you are single or you don't have many friends, if you've suffered loss, if you're living away from the people that you're close to, any number of things. And it can be really easy to retreat within ourselves and feel all of the negative feels. It can also be easy to go back to old things that used to be our comfort zones, but are now just distractions from our purpose. A lot of you know that I lost my parents in my 20s, and that first year after losing them, I was so committed to not sitting around feeling sad because I was already in a bit of a bad place and I did not want to exacerbate that. And so with my siblings, what we did was we created some new traditions of things that we could look forward to. You may have to think outside of the box a bit, but find things that you can do to occupy your time and that allows you to get excited about life. Do not stay in your head and in your house feeling sorry for yourself. Do not allow yourself to go back to old mindsets and patterns and habits that do not serve you. Maybe that is finding a new hobby or getting involved in an organization, volunteering or planning a vacation, trying new recipes, changing up your morning or evening routine. There is so much that you can do to find things to look forward to. And that's something that you actually want to do, even if life is going hunky-dory. My hubby and I, we usually watch something as we are falling asleep. And during the holiday season, during the end of the year, we actually like to end our day watching something seasonal that really gets us in the mood and the vibe of the whole season. And so we take our typical routine and add a holiday spin on it. And it is something that's so fun and it's something that we both look forward to. Even though there are things that need to be accomplished, life is meant to be enjoyed. Finding things to look forward to reminds us not to take ourselves and not to take everything so seriously. To that point, be grateful. It is really hard to be both feeling continually down and feeling grateful at the same time, because being in a state of gratitude and realizing what we have is not compatible with continually finding things to complain about. And if you focus on the good, if you focus on what's going well, if you set your mind on those things, that is what will win out. But if you set your mind on things to complain about, things to be upset about, that's what's going to win out. You have the choice of where you place your focus. Nourish your body. What we eat and how we treat our bodies is very connected to how we feel and how we show up in other areas of our lives. Cook some meals at home, hydrate, do the things. You already know this, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Keep moving. For many of us, it is cold outside and we want to just cozy up in our comfies, enjoying our warm drinks, just feeling all of the warm, cozy feels. But many times that leads to being sedentary all day long. But being sedentary actually makes us feel worse. And we don't realize why we're not feeling ourselves is because we haven't moved. This time of year, I have to be really intentional about being active and staying active because I am naturally a bit of a homebody and I like to be comfortable. But the end of the day will come and I realize that I have only gotten in about 1,000 steps and that just won't fly. So I'm intentional about staying active, typically by having a step goal and making sure that I am meeting that on a daily basis. Find movement that you enjoy and make sure that you're getting in about 30 minutes of activity, just doing something every day. Declutter. Declutter your home, declutter your mindset, declutter your digital space, declutter your life. We want to clear ourselves and our spaces of the things that don't serve our purpose, our future, and where it is that we're going. Set and stick to boundaries. The holidays many times brings out a whole different side of us. We see people that we don't always see. We spend more money. We eat in ways that we don't typically eat. And with all the things going on, we often spread ourselves very thin. Do not let the holidays wear you out. Do not let the holidays make you do dumb stuff. January is coming. And the choices that we make at the end of the year directly impact how we start the year. Alrighty, so those are my 10 habits. Actually, you got a bonus habit. So 11 habits of ways that I lock in and I stay focused and that I show up for myself even during the end of the year. And it's applicable no matter what time of year that you're watching this. If you have stuck around to the end, you're a real one and you get an A for being just awesome. Let me know which of these things you are committed to sticking to and showing up for yourself. Also, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. All right, my friends, I love you and I will see you in my next. Bye for now.